if I keep camera here, one boy will be using his leg to shift it. The key is with the biology teacher. Okay. Okay, I didn't even tell her to leave. I told her to kneel down. Oh yeah, enter. Don't disturb this class. Welcome. Inside your notebook. Alright, so please pay attention. If I'm to get my cumulative frequency from what I have here, what do I do? Do it to your notebook. Once it's time for do work, some of you will be turning neck. Want to break your neck. You want to break your neck. So please, for cumulative frequency, the first one will always be not one, but will always be the same as what you have for frequency. So from there you now do 1 plus 10 is what? 4 plus 10. 7 plus 4. 11 plus 7. 18 plus 5, 23 plus 5. Are you sure you gave me complete? Is it 26? Yes. I was thinking it's supposed to be 25. So, 7, 11. That is 26. Okay. 26. Like I said, we should state the modal class of the distribution. If we are to state the modal class simply talks about the class with the highest number, which is also known as what? So the class with the highest frequency here is what? 51. Is it 26? Have you forgotten that this is our frequency? So that means that the modal class is simply 1. That's the class. But they now ask us in the CPAT, calculate the actual mode of the distribution. In order to calculate the actual mode of the distribution, remember that I said you always need to draw a cumulative frequency curve, not table. This is the table. Anytime you're asked to find median, mode, quantiles, you need to draw a cumulative frequency curve. Or you use what we call the formulas for all of those measures of location. That is why I told you to go with your graph. Go there with your graph. Because we are going to make use of it. So when it has to do with mode, you use your graph book to draw what we call histogram. While if it's median, you use your graph to draw what we call cumulative frequency. We are going to do all those things now. So for mode, to calculate mode, please stay in your notebook. And I said you are going to be using this one. L plus delta 1 all over delta 1 plus multiplied by what? Class interval. Do you remember? Yes. So you need to know that. So as we solve with formula, if you finish solving with formula, you will draw a histogram that we use to find mode. It's either you use formula to find mode or you use histogram to find your mode. While every other measure of location, you can find it using what we call a cumulative frequency curve. And what are those measures of location we have? So the measures of location we have, which also called measures of central tendency. Number 1 is what we call mean. Number 2 is median. Number 3, mode. Sherry? And number 4, quantiles. Have you heard of exercise before? So for percentile, if you hear 9th percentile, it means 9 over 100 times n. That is total frequency. If you hear decile, maybe you hear second decile, it is 2 over 10 times the total frequency. While quantile, it can be 1 over 4, or see, what quantile means simply means anything over 4. Quantile. If you have first quantile, it is 1 over 4. If you have second quantile, it's 2 over 4. Or 2 over 4 is the same thing as 1 over 2. You get it now? So that is why we say that median is also known as second quantile. So we have 2 over 4, which is the same thing as 1 over 2. Then we have 3 over 4, upper quartile, which we call the third quartile. So now for mode, whenever it's mode, it's either you use the formula or you use histogram, which you are going to construct using all these things to find. Either you use the formula or you use histogram. Then median, you always need to draw a cumulative frequency curve. Or you call it ogive. While for mean, when it has to do with mean, it's either grouped or ungrouped using the formulas that we showed you. So group, ungrouped, or groups. So note all these things. So anything outside this, like all those interquartile range, semi-quartile range, quartile deviation range, and all those ones fall under what we call measures of dispersion. I'll still teach you that one from next week. So for location, it simply talks about you finding the central points, the dominance, the averages, things that tends towards the center. But for dispersion, you tend to find it spreading. The values that spread out of that distribution or out of the midpoints. So that like if you noted this, let's now do the difference. They said, okay, so it's C on the C. They said the actual mode of the distribution. So I will solve with formula now. So you have it in mind that once we finish this, solving all these questions, everything that has to do with the graph, we start plotting the graph. So let's use the formula. For this particular question, this class, what is the lower class boundary of this class? This class now. This is the class that has the highest frequency. So what would be the lower class boundary? Do you remember we said for the lower limit you remove 0.5. So why the upper limit to add
0.5.
So if we do that, it will be 50.5. Shall we? Why the upper class band will be what? 55.5. So now that you know that, let's now say that lower limit of the lower class boundary of this is going to be 50.5. So 50, let me do it here. So the lower, the L will be equal to 50.5. So let me write it 50.5 plus that delta 1 is simply frequency. Have I given you this formula before? Yes. Minus frequency. Pass before before it. So which is 7 minus the class before it is what? 7 minus 4, which is what? Then delta 2 for the equals to frequency. So modern class is 7. Which is what? That means this will now be delta 1 is 3 over 3 plus 2. Then the class interval, do you remember what class interval is? There is the difference between the two successive class. So this is going to be 40 minus 35. Should be 5. And if you do 45 minus 40 is still 5. Even if you come here 70 minus 65 is still 5. So class interval is simply the difference between two successive class. So that means the class interval is 5. So now that I know this, the mode represented with this will simply be order of the school. So what you do for me, 3 over 5 multiplied by 5. 3 over 5 multiplied by 5. What 3? 3 over 5 multiplied by 5. Okay, 15 over 5, that is 3 plus. So is this 53.5? Yes. So the mean is 53.5. So we have used formula to find it. And when you use your graph notebook to solve this, by the time you point it to the graph, that is to the histogram, you will still get this because you do it now. But once you finish solving all the questions there, you will do it. So now let's solve the next one. They said compute the median, the cumulative frequency curve. So let's do that. So we can't even solve for median without using that cumulative frequency curve. So let's try to do it. Can I claim? No. I have a fast. The fast. Please, anytime you want to draw a cumulative frequency curve, write it in your notebook that I said on the horizontal axis, you make use of the upper class boundary. Hello? So the values you will use on the horizontal axis are values of the upper class boundary. While the vertical axis will be drawn using values of the cumulative frequency level. Can you hear me? Note it somewhere in your notebook. Values you will use on the horizontal axis are values that you find under the upper class boundary. Let's draft it. The upper class boundary of this class will be what? 95.5. Shall we? This one will be 40. Make sure you are following me to do it. So
5.5.
This one will be 5. What about this one? 60.5. What about this one?
65.5. 70.5.
So what?
All of you stand up.
Strong boys, come and help.
Where to my chair?
Make sure you're sitting down.
Sit on the floor.
Sit here. Girls.
All of you are the back there, come.
All of you are the bag here.
Go downstairs, go and get small seats in JSS class. We are taking shots, go and get more seats downstairs.
Those of you at the back. I can't put it again. People trouser. Many can one side the key will
Yeah, get up from that seat. We are taking the
Oga shift. Whose own is that? Huh? Where who is it? You need to cook now. Huh? What did I say you use on your horizontal axis? Backlash value. The vertical axis. So if I have this point to be 0, what's the next thing? What's the you are giving here, the spacing you are giving from here to here is up to you. But make sure that once you start, you maintain it. It will be uniform. I say something like that. After the short contract, what's the next one? 5.5, yes? 50.5, yes? 70.5, right? So after 70.5, which one? 75.5. After that? Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay. So we come and write upper class value. Anything you have on your horizontal axis, always remember to indicate it. So for the vertical axis, you write cumulative frequency. So I can then claim. So please, yes, you can be drawing this inside your graph notebook. You can be drawing this inside your graph notebook. If you are writing it down inside your notebook, it's still okay. So that after you transfer to your graph notebook, it's still okay. But if you can, do it as I'm doing it inside your graph book, so that you learn how to use that graph notes. So then for the cumulative frequency axis, what's the highest value there? On the cumulative frequency axis, check. 26. So that means I can choose to make this 2, 4, that is 2 units. If you want to make 5 units, but let's make 2 units. 2.
4, 6,
See, sometimes when somebody says certain things, identify that person immediately so that if I ask who said that thing, you point to that person. Let me use that person for example. Students are reading out something. What if the body boy is saying you're sure? And please, there's one rule when you are plotting your graph. Your graph should always cover more than half. That is, whatever you're doing on your graph should always cover more than half of the graph notebook. So you don't do your graph, if this is your graph notebook, then you come and draw what you have somewhere like this. It's wrong. So whatever you're having in your graph should cover about half and more of that notebook. So you should make sure to exceed half of that graph. So you see how presentable this is. So please, when you open yours, as you are pointing out, as you are marking out, allow me see it so that I help you make certain adjustments. So this is your graph notes. If you're with your graph notes, place it on your table. Let's start. So when you are doing this axis, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Your graph, the horizontal axis should be divided around 10. So we are not using much to do this thing. No noise in this class. So place your graph notebook. Let's be working. I told you to come with graph today. So have you drawn the vertical axis and the horizontal axis on your graph notebook? One, and be serious. Nothing in there, they copy your notes, you are not doing anything. It's time for work. Sharpen your pencil, come. If you don't have graph, you allow yourself That's minutes. Ask your friend, please, see how grab food for me. Tomorrow, when you share your phone, you give the person back. You come late. You always come late. So how do you know that we are doing graph? And when you are putting your graph notebook inside your bag, you always put it calmly so that it doesn't get wrong.
No, they see I'm don't
I am. If you are there, oh yeah, let's go. Do you know why in Africa they say parents always beat the children? But in our white man's land, they don't beat children. It's because here, you people behave like animals. The minute I start flogging you now, you see that you keep quiet. But we are allowing you the liberty to use your hand and tame yourself. You don't want to do it. The minute I start hitting you carelessly now, you want to be quiet. Madam, don't pray for us. We've prayed. Stand up, sit like a student. Madam, don't pray for us. Sit up. When you go home, whatever we do today, you still make sure you are practicing. Should you see what you are doing? This is not right. What was your back to this place, to the last part? Let it cover the full graph notebook for saying it. You should exceed half of that graph note. It's not good. See, if this is your graph notebook, then will you shut up your arm, close your mouth? If this is your graph notebook, the last box, draw your pencil, straight down. Then the last line on the horizontal line, draw. When you've drawn it, don't mark out. I'll come and show you how to mark out. Because the graph the way I said, who marks this thing? This is not how you do graph. Remember I told them, teaching you for now and for tomorrow. You can't be drawing graph like this. Cover out the graph note. The graph should cover your graph note properly. Here, from here, from this point, from here to this point. That graph, Shall we see what she has here? This is exactly how it should be. Yes. Make sure you want here is and so forget this. Then save for later. Make sure the person is sharpened. From here. Now. From here, because if not sharpen your pencil, shut up. I want to be the only person talking here. No way. That's nonsense in this graph. He was somewhere tomorrow that is not If this is your graph notebook, 9, watch. 9. Let's say this is the division inside this graph notebook. Whereas it's coming my class. See, I'm talking about that this is your graph notebook. You must finish it too. I see. I'm taking it that this is your graph notebook, the vertical lines. And this one is the horizontal lines. I see. Will you shut up? Will you shut up? Here I your graph notebook. I'm saying, draw your line, sharpen pencil. From this point, this one, straight down, sharpen pencils, line straight. So you see, move from here to this point. Then you come to that graph. The line you have here, from this end to this point. This is how you should draw. Anytime you are drawing graph, your graph should cover your graph notebook. You don't come and draw like this in half. It's wrong. Just don't number yet. I'll be the one to show you how to number it. Your own is to draw the line for me. Now when you are done with the line drawing, check each of the boxes here. Hello. The box you have for the horizontal axis, see. Help me check. If I have this now, from here, from this point, that is, guys, this is 2 centimeters. So count the box, the full box you have. From here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you're not seeing it, I have to. See, watch this thing. This is 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box. So in your graph notebook, you have about 10 of this if you are going this way. If you are going by row, you have about 10. That is 2 centimeters. For those of you having green one, that green one is like is having like 1 centimeter. So as you are counting the one, you're counting it 2. So like if this is your green one, it's having 1. As you are counting, like this becomes your own 2 centimeter. Right? So this becomes your own 2 centimeter. Why the person using the one that has just 2? This is the person's 2 centimeter. This thing is making sense. So with that said, let's check for the vertical boxes, the vertical axis. Let's check the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So for this big one, to always have vertical 12. See what I'm saying? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. You get 12 boxes vertically. So what it means is that the row, you have 10 boxes. The column, you have 12 boxes. Now that you've noted that, what you now have to do is to come here and say, if you count these points, this is, watch, pay attention before you stand up. This is like 1 box, 2 box, 3 box, 4 box, 5 box, 6 box, 7 box, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There you see. So starting from 0, that is the ground. Starting from here, call this point 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, your 24 or 26, 24 should be somewhere here. You see that one you have? The highest point on this is 26, right? When we counted this, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shall we? And the remainder the total box is there is 12. So if you use 2 centimeters, it will not enter for 26. So that is why for you will be using for your own 5 units. So what it is that here will be your 5, 10, 15, 20. But this time around, notice something. If you do it by 2 boxes, by the time you come here 25, 30, your graph now will be small. It will not cover full graph notebook. These are things you consider when choosing scale. Because when you start doing practical in future, you will still be coming across it. So for that reason, instead of 2 centimeters to 5 units, I can now be doing 4 centimeters. Then just 4 like this. This becomes 0. This becomes 5. This becomes another 4. This becomes 10. That is over that 2 and 2. Near 5 units. So this becomes 15. This becomes 20. This becomes 25. Getting it? This becomes what? 30. So you can see that 30 now, this will now, the 26 will now fall over here. You get the point now?
No.
Yes. If you don't get it, let me repeat.
Yeah.
But please, you see that method of you drawing your graph very small. Come and draw it, you chop it, email or this job. That thing is wrong. It's wrong. Never do it again. So what I'm saying is, come here, if this is your graph notebook, I will mark 12 points to this point. We are saying that the 2 centimeter box you have, choose 2 of it. See, this thing now. Choose this and this now. From here to here. And call it 5. Then, right here will be 0, here will be 5. Then from here to here, call it 10. Then from here to here, call it 15. From here to here, call it 20. From here to here, call it 25. From here to here, call it 30. Get it now? Yes. So in physics and mathematics, choosing scale is something that is done by making sure that you cover the full graph and not just you choosing any number. So because of that, this is what we are going to do. 5 units, 4 centimeters is 5 units. So on the vertical axis, I have you now, I have my units. Again, I still need it. You want to? So please write for the scale. On the scale, on the y-axis, I have 4 centimeters is to 5 units. Keep quiet, don't disturb my class. Now, while on this part, what is the difference between 35.5 and 40.5? 5. Is it 5? Yes. 5. That means that here, what we use here is 2 centimeters. This is on the x-axis. We use 2 centimeters is to 5 units. So note this. Note this. So your scale should be labeled, and this is how to go about choosing scale. It's one must be always like this, but you make sure you always cover your full graph. So now that I've done this, the next thing now is to start picking out my points. So for 35.5, under the cumulative frequency for 35.5, what do I have? 1. Check. Because remember that what I'm plotting now is this against this. Remember. I hope you are following. There, 5, 10, 15, 20. Your graph. In which one? did not reach for you is that you started here. If you start here, from here to the 0, here becomes 5, here becomes 10, it's reach. So please, like I said, what determines is you copying the graph, not what you want. So then that we notice when we chose this thing from here, when we wanted to use 2 centimeters. But then that we discovered that what we entered this is 5 units. We had to move this down. So it's what I say we start here and move on this. We start here and move on this. So we are starting on the ground, which is here. With 5. So we are supposed to start from here. When we chose this was not wanted to do 2. But since 2 didn't work, starting from here. Put yourself in the spirit of walking. English is hard to comprehend. Okay, sit down. I said, when we started this, we drafted this because we wanted to use 2, 4, 6, 8 to draw this. Now, when we realized that doing it up to 26 will not enter this graph, we had to now choose and make our unit to be 5 units. Then the 5 units now will only enter if it comes to this end. That is why you move this line that you have here to this floor. So that your 0 will start from ground and then move up. So it will be 0, 5, 10, 15, 20. Learn it. If you learn it now, this is called learning to do scaling. If you learn how to do scaling now, you learn to some of you, when I'm teaching, you don't want to listen. You want to ask your own personality. Did you hear what I just said? This is where we are for now. Let your line here become here. When we get to measuring for horizontal, we know. When we get to horizontal, so please, let's check something. If this, fast, watch, for the horizontal, if this is box 1, and this is box 2, and this is box 2, this is box 10, and this is box 4, and this is box 5, and this is box 6, box 7, box 8. You see that our horizontal will not have any issue because we have 10 boxes here, but here we have 8. So we have no issue with our horizontal axis. So if you already have, the way we did our vertical line straight, if you already have that box, let it be that way. What time do I have there? Maybe you see how difficult you are finding this? No. It's because you are used to just copying notes. Okay? Don't leave your seat again. Some of you need to live with animals.
Michael. I think I got it with that.
Don't disturb my class, okay? Don't disturb this class. If you are explaining, don't do it with your mouth. Do it with your hand. Don't do it with your mouth. If you are done with the vertical axis, let's do the horizontal axis. let's take it that this is still your graph. Let's take it that this is still your graph. This is what you now have. Remember you divided here. You divided from here. Then you move it now. It's now from this point to the ground. No longer this one, but here. This is what you have. Is it not what your graph is looking like? Then here you have 0. That side 0 is also here. You have you have 5. That 5 is also here. You have 10. That 10 is also here. You have 15. That 15 is also here. You have 20. That 20 is also here. You have 25. That 25 is also here. Then you have 30. That 30 is also here. Now see, what we now do is, since we are using on this side 2 centimeters, this is now going to be like 35.5. This is 40.5. This is 50.5. This is 55.5, and so on. So you see the horizontal, no issue. Just move it. What? How many boxes do I have here? Is it not one? So this box that is here, that is running here, once I catch you now, I must flog them out of you. If you get that, you have to give them the respect. What you do not mind, that is what I will flog you. See, I have this. Then I have this to the ground. I said the first box is now going to be 0. Then the next box, that is 2 centimeters. Everything here is not 2 centimeters. 35.5 for the upper class band we are using now. Is it upper class band we are using on the horizontal axis? Then the next one after the 5.5 is 40.5. Put it in the next 2 centimeters. Another 2 centimeter box. The end there, you put the upper band. That is how you do it till you get to the last upper band here, which is 70.5. Do it. Every time you copy and note, you don't know what you are copying. So do something. Sharp. That is it. Pencil well sharpened. Graph looking clean. Okay. Madam, why are you not having your graph? Why are you not doing what others are doing? You are not feeling fine. And you think sleeping in class is how to show you are not feeling fine. How do I know you are not feeling fine? Where is your medical proof that you are not feeling fine? Human laziness is also not feeling fine. Okay, sit like a student. Don't sleep or pray in this class again. Pencil is not clear enough. But sharp. Remember to put your skills. Remember to write your skills. Sharp. Your work, looking sharp. Hope you will remember how we do this. So when you get home, examples that I will give you homework, you still use your graph to do it. Sharp. Who is that person? I've been noticing you. The next time I will notice you, you will notice my game. Just respect yourself. So let's start plotting now. So we're able to achieve the vertical axis and the horizontal axis. Now it's time for plotting. You will observe that, please, no noise, it's time for serious business. You observe that your graph, let's start here. Your graph is having 0 to 5, and you have 4 centimeters actually. Should you know that that is 4 centimeters? So what it simply means is that What are you doing? Why is your pencil that fake? Why you punish your? It's your command voice on you now. Take your pencil to the sharp. You've not done anything on the So we have 4 centimeters. We have 0 to 5. That means I will be having 5 divided by 4. So if I have 5 divided by 4, let me see what you have. Just then I will do 1.25. So that means each line inside that box is 0.8. That's what it means. Each line inside this box is 0.8 because by the time you do 0.8 times this 5, see what I mean. See, gain to gain. Look at this. This is 0, this is 5, Chevy. And the space in between it is 4 centimeters. You know, that means by the time I do the first line 0.8, another line 0.8, another line 0.8, another line 0.8, by the time it gets to this 5, it will be 4. Because this space is 4. And 0.8 times 5 is 4. Remember that the gap here is 4. You see that? The gap here is 4. That means that from 0 to 5 is the same as saying the first line there will be 0.8. So 0.8 times 5 will give you the total distance that I have here, which is 4 centimeters. You get it now? So each line here is 0.5. Can you see how I got it? Open your head. Here now, is very important. So what you will do for me is now, in order to find 0 point, there is 1 that we have there, we do what do I add? If you do 0.8 minus 1, what do you have? There is 1 minus 0.8, what do you have? Is it 0.2? 0.2, right? That means that 0.2 should be in between the lines. It should be between those tiny lines. What I'm saying is that each tiny line you have here is 0.8. That's what it means. If you want to know if it's true, count the tiny lines we have in between. Count the number. Whatever number you have, call it 0.8. See, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's to 5 now. Yes, I said in between each one, see all those small lines. So each small line here is what we have as 0.8. So if you do it, and it gets to the fifth one, the fifth thing that you have here. So that means I have total of 16 lines. So that's 16 lines that I have. Remember that each one here is 4 centimeters. Each thing here is 4 centimeters. So that's 16 divided by 4. It's what? 4. So that is why we say that each thing here that you have, each one is 0.8. Have it in mind. So when you are doing this for me, what you are going to be doing is simple. If I come here, do 0.8 times 5. What do you have? 4, shall we? 4 divided by 16. 4 divided by 16. It's 0.25 now. There's some more. Are you okay? Alright, so please, you are marking out from zero to divide. In order to divide that 0 to 5, you will mark out four points from 0. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fourth one. So see, I have tiny lines in between. So you are marking out in between each one. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 0.8 minus 4. 0.8. So you are marking out 3.2 inside. 3.2. So you are doing 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth one you mark it out. That is to divide this into 4 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's not hard going in between your graph notebook. Your graph notebook, be doing it as I'm saying it. Listeners want to kill you. From the 0 mark out the tiny lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The tiny lines in between each of those your graph notebook. Doesn't come inside. This is 0. You count 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth one, mark it out. Mark it out. 4 lines. Those tiny lines. 4. So do it. You will see that you will be able to divide each of those circles. Yes, each of those columns 0 to 5. You will divide it into 5 equal parts for each one. Hello, that's the noise. See what I'm saying? Coming here. Give me this. This is from here. This is 0. This is a tiny line. Mature in this class. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is how to divide each of those circles into 1, 1, 2, 2. That is Keep quiet. Keep quiet. Chebi, you see, believe me, this is the first time you are learning graphics because you don't do graph small or anyhow you want. You must obey the diagram and make sure it's over to the graph notebook. Then applying the skill. Whenever you're disturbing me. Who gave me this? 0, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 8 points to 4. Now 0. That's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do it for all. When you know. Do it for all. Alright. Check our work. Check if your work is like our own, then you are correct. Yes. Do it. And it should be tiny. Don't go and be making it thick. This is it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 points to 1 becomes 0 automatically. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we divided it into 5 equal parts. So what we are trying to achieve is to divide each of the 4 centimeters into 5 equal parts. If you are through with signal, are you through? Yes. You are through with the division.
Mike, only from
Correct. So if you have questions and you're sitting around there, check out. So now that you've gotten that, what you've done is that you've divided each of the 4 centimeters into 5 equal parts. So now we can correspond each class, upper class boundary to its cumulative frequency. So we can now come and say 35.5 falls under 1, shall we? So under that 1, you see in between 0 to 5, that first box you mark, here you did the first 1, 2, 3, that first 4 that you marked out, that's your 1. Can you hear me? That thing you did, hello, let's noise. That thing you did, then we did 0, this is 5. Then we did the 90 lines, we did 1, 2, 3, 4. That first 1 that you have is 1. The second one is 2. The third one is 3, 4, before you get to 5. So that one, that point, you trace that point to reach 35.5 and then mark out your asterisks. Mark out your asterisks. I'm not coming again. Only Jesus will come again. Check your first one. I said, let's be honest. You're disturbing my class. You are disturbing my class. Whatever you're showing anybody, show without your mouth. Don't stop. Don't shit. I said, for each point you mark, it's the same thing as saying, as you mark all those points, starting from 0, the first point, write 1 beside it, write 2, write 3, write 4, and go up. Something like that. If you like, don't have brain. See, as you've done this now, this is the first point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, going on. Simple something. As you mark out the point, this is 1, 2, 4, 5, and so on. So what you are able to do is to divide, you've divided that graph into 1 centimeter. Now, do each one, you are not marking out the values on it and go up. This is now 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and going up. Now, once you've gotten that, I will now have that point. I will now have no noise in this class. So this is with that division. Two of you come outside. Both of you come outside. See, with that division, what you've done is that you've now established your graph to become 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both of you come outside immediately. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So what I mean by that is that now we have the 5.5. Trace this, mark out. Please, for cumulative frequency of what we are trying to achieve is with points. So just mark out the point. If you are not understanding this, it's because your head is blocked. Yes, because I know I've taken my time to show you what to do. It's either your head is blocked or you are the type that want things to just be comfortable for you. We've taken our time to analyze this properly. So for 40.5, that falls on that thing. Is it 4? 40.5, before on that 4, is it 2?
Yes.
What about 45.5? 7. What about 50.5? Both of you go. Both of you. Now, so 55.5 falls under what? Hello, I said here, young women. Neighbor, get us small boy. You know, you fast. Then 55.5 is under what? 13. Then 60.5 is under what? 5. Is it 23? So 23. So you see, that is how you do for 24 and 25 and so on. So when you are done to get the whole time, which we call cumulative frequency, join the points. Join the points. Join the points. Let's say this is 25 now. Let's say this is 26. So you see, by the time you stretch it, you join. So now that you are done joining the curve, and you've gotten the curve, to get your median, it's always going to be simple. Remember the formula, n/2 for median. I can't hear you. To get your curve, you are using either your meter rule. You are making sure that as you are doing it, it's smooth for the curve. If you have French curve for your protractor, you can position it to. I don't like you saying students should use blue because some of you are not very good in this thing. So now that I've gotten this, please see, my frequency, the total frequency I have is what? If I sum up my frequency, what's the value? 26, right? Yes. Now 26 divided by 2 is what? 13. Do you remember when I said that median, which is also called second quartile, is equal to the total frequency over 2? While the first quartile, which we call the lower quartile, is equal to n/4. Do you remember? While the third quartile is the same as saying 3/4 times n. Do you remember? So in order to now know the class that this thing falls under, we use our cumulative frequency of to do it. So look for it. What is it? 26/4, what is it? Punch. 3/4 times 26. What is it? What? 19.5. Stop resting your body on that seat. Rest your leg up. I will use scale and teach you. So now see what we are going to be doing. We'll come here for 13. I'll press my meter rule on this. Don't come and tell me, but his frequency will be divided. Why is he looking for it in the cumulative frequency side? Frequency is the total number of things or people that took part in that class. So that is what we are using. We come to the cumulative frequency classes. For the median, I'll place my ruler to that draw straight line. It should be straight line. It should be very faint. Now when you've done this is median we are trying to do for. When you do your own, because as I finish, you will do it now, so that you can check your median. It will point you directly to what the median is. Now come here, place the straight line. You see this point we have here? This is your median. It's not going to be 50. This is between 50.5 and 55.5. So it will be 50 something. It will be 50 something, but it falls under that class. Now for quartile, the first quartile, this is 6.5, right? Come here. 6. In between 6 and 7 should be 6.5. Get it. Meter rule straight. Meter rule straight. Science students, math students, be doing this thing inside your graph book, not your notebook. So anyone we are treating, any measure of discussion should be inside your graph book. So you see what I have here? This is the Q1. Your first quartile. This is Q1. Whatever value you read off, whatever value you read off here, and then you check the measurement, whatever value you read off at this point, that is your Q1. Now, Q3, 19.5. In between 19 and 20, we have 19.5. Place your meter rule straight. Meter rule straight. Go back to your seats. Don't disturb this class ever again. You are the next person I'm noticing. You're always talking in my class. That one. Now once I get this, trace it down. Meter rule straight. Yes, Maria. Shebi, if you run down to do it, there was something. So that's the nice. We're still talking small ball. This small ball, you the answer. This ball. This is usually. So please watch. What it means is that Q3, force in the class of 5.5 and 60.5. Q2, which is called medium, force in the class of 50.5 and 55. While Q1, force in the class of 40.5 and 55. This thing that I've noted is the reason why, if you use your graph to do this, once you get it, what you just need to do is to write out the value, call it your Q1 first quartile, it's a lower quartile. This one medium this is first quartile, second quartile, or lower quartile. Why this one is the middle quartile? Then the third quartile or upper quartile, note it. But if you are to use the formulas and not the graph, that is the reason why I'm after this thing. Because noting the class is important. And the only way you can be able to identify the class each one falls into is by using this curve. Without this curve, I would know that this thing falls in between this class. Without this curve, I would know that this medium falls inside this class. I would know that this falls inside this class. So for your graph now, once you get this, you've gotten the answer. But assuming you are to use the formulas for each of them, that is why you use this to do the formula method. So when I want to find Q1, the formula is simply n plus n over 4 minus cf all over f times the class interval. The formula, assuming I do not use my graph flow today, I just need to use formula and solve for Q1. This is the formula. For Q3, n plus, or this time around 3 over 4n minus cf over f times the class interval. So assuming I want to find medium without this, but I must know the class by doing this form. That is what I'm saying. This one By the time we apply these formulas, it will be the same thing. Every time you know that your graph is correct and you are correct. Look at this one. So please, the arrow I have here, is the lower boundary of this Q1. What's the lower boundary of Q1? 40.5. Sherry? What's the lower boundary of the median? That is Q2. This is Q2 now. This is Q2, Sherry. The lower boundary of this Q2 is 15.5. Sherry, see it. What's the lower boundary of this Q3? 5 points. Hope you are learning.
Yes.
Very important. So I'll bring it out. So for LQ1, so yes, it's already there. So Q1 is 40.5. The L, so the L there means lower class. While the L for Q2 is 50.5. And the L for Q3 is 55.5. So let me substitute it inside the formulas. I need to clean. I need to clean a lot of the form. Is this one? No, don't clean. I'll use my hand and clean. Don't worry. I need to clean this one because this one still using it. Let's be fast. I have SS2 class. Let's be fast. So please, when you go home, you practice it. Everything. Listen, keep quiet. Everything we've done now. Shall you see you are learning from me, right?
Yes.
When you get home, you teach yourself. Using your graph notebook, trying to recollect everything we did in class. Using the same example, you will draw the graph. Apply the formula and try it. If you keep up with the habits, you will not regret it. You will be very happy. So let's apply the formula. I want to claim this one before we no fast. That's right, this one is a bloating. Please, all these things I'm doing like this one, apart from your graph. Don't write anything inside your graph. Apart from the drawing. Don't write on, you don't have sense before. Jesus. All these things I'm giving you is for your notebook. Graph notebook is meant to be done with pencil. Only diagrams, they are showing the curve. And all these things that we did here. Every other write-up should be maybe something part of your graph that is not for plotting. That's why you're writing. You're wasting time. Fast. So for Q1, let me apply the formula. Q1, let me solve for Q1. The L in Q1 is 40.1. Now, plus n over 4. We've gotten n over 4. 26 over 4 gave us 6.5. So let me just put it. 6.5 minus C. The cumulative frequency. Watch and see. The class that has that 40.5 should be this class. The lower boundary of this class is 40.5, right? Is it not?
Yeah.
This class. So that means this is the class we are dealing with. class?
No.
Is this one? And the lower boundary of this class is 14.5. Hope you know. It's not supposed to enter this one. So now that we've noted that, see, watch. If that is the lower boundary of that class, you will check the cumulative frequency. That CF there means cumulative frequency. That's what that CF means. So the cumulative frequency you're using is the cumulative frequency before that class, before the class, not the cumulative frequency before that class. It's not 4, but 1 plus 4 is what? So it's simply watch. Where did we do that? We did, sorry, no, see, we did, yes, we did 1 plus 3, so 1 plus 3, yeah, it's 4. The person that said 4 is correct.
Yeah.
So the cumulative frequency before that class is 4. We get it now. So I'm going to write 4. Why the F there is the frequency of that particular class that has that Q1. So the frequency of this class is what? Is it 3? 3. All over 3. What is the class interval? Do you remember what we say class interval is? Difference between two successive classes. So 5. So this is how to balance. So Q1 will not be equals to, look for me, 6.5 minus 4. 2.5. 2.5 over 3 times 5. What do you have? 2.5 divided by 3 times 5. 2.5 divided by 3 times 5. What do you have? 4.1. That is 4.1. Okay. Now do for me 40.5 plus 4.97. 44.6. Which one am I taking? 67.
Yes.
Okay, and 6 is approximately 7. Okay, anybody want to use. But see, by the time you do this on your graph notebook, you see that you will end up rounding it to 44.7. So by the time you check it, this mark that you have here will be on your graph. If you did it well, it will be at 44.7. So you use the formula to check if you've done what you've done there is correct. And the only way for you to be able to know what you are doing with this formula is to know the class. And you can only get that class using that graph, like doing this. So that you can be able to know which one is the class of each one. This thing will only be able to enter you before I want it to enter if you go home and practice it over and over. If you do it in class and you don't practice it, you will not digest it properly because it is a little bit delicate. It requires you paying attention to every detail. So please, when you get up today, revise it. Now let's check our value for Q2. Our value for Q3 is sorry. Q2, you will take Q2 as assignment. Using the formula, you will do Q2, which is here for me. The minute I'm leaving class, you can submit your assignment. You submit for B, submit for A, here. So for Q3, let's solve it. Then Q2 is your assignment. I have L plus 3 over 4 times 26. We got it to be 19.5, shall we? So minus. Now let's check something. Which class? The lower boundary of Q3 is 55.5. Watch. Lower boundary is 55.5. Which class has this lower boundary to 55.5? Hello? Which class has this lower lower boundary to be 5.5. So which class has this one here? Is it 5 or 56? Which one is not 5? 5 is not frequency.
It's frequency.
The year, try to be able.
Yeah.
It's alright. So the class that has this is 56 to. That is it. So this is the class that has it. So that means you will then check for me. If this is the class, if you say that it's this class, if you say that it's this class, what cumulative frequency do you have before this class? 18. What? 18. So we must 18. Is it 18 or 18? 18, show me. 18. Now, what is the frequency of this class? And the frequency of this class, what is it? 5. Remember, class interval is the same. It's 5. Now, do for me. 19.5 minus 18 is 1.5, shall we? All over 5. Then times 5 plus 55.5. I have behind it in your calculator. What do you have? Remember, you do for me 1.5 divided by 5 multiplied by 5. What are you not doing? Everything that you graph a dark plot. Calculate a dark. How can you know this? You should be doing one of the two. So, because 55.5. So, 3 is 15. That means that by the time you change this thing in your graph notebook, this thing will fall under 57. You get the point now? Yes. So that's the essence of it. So you are doing the homework for me. The homework is using the formula, getting the media, analyzing it the way we've done. So in our next class, still using this question, we'll be finding the line charts. Maybe you see that we've been able to do the modern distribution. We've got the media, the collective capacity of the first and the third quarter. So in our next class, we do the pie charts. We do pie charts and decile. What you see? Yes. Adding to your assignments, finding the second decile. Finding the second decile of this distribution, finding the 25th percentile of this distribution. Hello? Hi. Assignment. See, whenever you hear decile, I said it earlier when we started, that second decile simply means anything decimal or dec. Think this over 10 or you say 10. So that means second decile is 2 over 10 times the total frequency. You get it now? 1 percentile will say 25 over 10 times the total frequency. The question is this question. This distribution. Find me the median using the formula and also find me the second decile and the 25th percentile. So in my next class, the assignment to the table now. Thank you.